Hello everybody, welcome back to another video for BFA Alpha, uh, basically testing for the Resto Shamans. And this video I ran a dungeon. I'm going to put the dungeon up and basically you're going to show gameplay about a few things. Basically, I'll talk about what I've learned while we go through, but I kind of tweaked with my talent spec a little bit, so it's a little bit different than what I anticipated using, and so I'd like to go over that with you really quick. So, all right, so this is more of a dungeon spec. Like basically what I would want it would be to have a dungeon spec, a leveling spec, and then like a rating spec. And so this is going to be more of my dungeon spec. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So first of all, like whenever I run dungeon spec, it's always going to be undulation. I like that, just that third heal to be awesome, right? So every third healing wave or third healing surge, you cast for an additional 50%, right? So that's going to be really good. Awesome. I kept Nature's Guardian right now. I just don't know in dungeons how necessary it would be to be Wind Rush or Graceful Spirit at this point. Nature's Guardian didn't really proc that much except for on bosses, and there was one boss that was particularly tough, and you'll see it in the video, which is the last boss of this place. And I guess once we figure out how to do it, it'll be good. The 45 static charge, there's more things you want to stun, honestly, so I just went with that. Spirit Wolf was good, but I was rarely in my Ghost Wolf form, if that makes sense. Situations on boss fights where I did, and I kind of switched to it, but it's fine. This next tier is a little bit difficult for me. I wasn't sure if I were going to go with Crashing Waves or if I was going to go with Earth Shield, but I stuck it out with Earth Shield. I'm a huge fan of Earth Shield, and so I just I stuck it out and went with that. Crashing Wave sounds pretty good, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same as before, where it gives additional tidal wave buffs. It's just increasing the stuff. So the Crashing Waves kind of lose value. I'm going with the Earth Shield. Ancestral Vigor still is what I chose. Now this one right here, this is very interesting. Yesterday I talked about the changes for the Cloudburst Totem. I totally forgot. All right, so absolutely learned day one playing that if you have your Cloudburst Totem talent selected, you lose your Healing Stream Totem. It blew my mind. I was looking all over for it. I was like, I know Echo of Elements has, Healing Stream Totem in the text, and so I had Cloudburst Totem selected, which was a mistake, by the way, because I never run dungeons with Cloudburst Totem, but I couldn't find Healing Stream Totem. And so, middle of the dungeon, I swapped to Echo of the Elements because I was like, you know what, having that extra Riptide is going to be really good. So I switched to it, and then all of a sudden, I noticed that Healing Stream Totem showed up in the place of where Cloudburst Totem was. And so I was like, oh, look, in the tooltip, it tells you that it replaces Healing Stream Totem. So I felt really dumb about it, but definitely in dungeons, Echo of the Elements is what you want to do. The cooldown for Cloudburst Totem is okay, but having two Healing Stream Totems, I think that's just BAMP, especially when you're on the move, more so in dungeons. And then, of course, I kept with Ascendance. So that's basically my talent spec for dungeons. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more. I'm going to keep going with these just to see how things are going. I kind of struggled a little bit in the dungeon at first, and then I switched my talents up and got more comfortable with it. And I think these are pretty much good to go. So hopefully you enjoy the footage above. It's going to have like a little bit extra speed. That way it's not like a 20-minute dungeon. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you for checking it out. Of course, as soon as I get more information, like this is day one playing, I'll gladly share with you. So I guess we can keep this up like a kind of like a vlog type of communication. So take care.